Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of our 1000-day Interloper series. Last episode we did a lot of stuff, and I will talk about that while we go to the fishing hut because I want to preserve this torch. So what we're going to do is drop this, drop that. These can stay. Yeah, let's go. Okay, how much food do we have on this? Do we have that? Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. It's fine. Yeah, that gives us a lot more time. So yeah, last episode we explored the rest of Mystery Lake, pretty much, looking for the moose. Couldn't find any. That was unfortunate, but let's see. We did run into the cougar. Well, we hunted down the cougar, and we got the pellet, as you can see, so that's great. We've gotten some food, but yeah, like, we're gonna go fishing, and so we got some food, but now we're gonna go fishing because we couldn't find the moose, so we need to stockpile something. I think that's everything. We've gotten wood. And I think there's some fishing hooks at the hut. I would certainly hope so. Well, one can hope, right? Let's go and hope that that is there. Now, we could have hunted the bears, but I don't want to do that. I really want to find a moose. So, that's why we didn't do that. Okay, excellent, we have those. And that is how you save a match. Alright, what we're going to do is go ahead and put on 2 liters of water. And we're going to sleep for 2 hours. Last episode was definitely more action-paced. This is going to be slower and more altruistic because after this we're going to go start the Predator, start decorating the cabin for the Predator Memorial Project. So let's go ahead and take a bite out of that. Drink that. 2 more hours. Because we're going to be out here for several days. So we can just do this and not worry about min-maxing everything.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind. I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I think 2 more hours. And that improved rest has really come in handy. Because that's like 6% extra right there. Which Now that I think about it, we'll be out here for several days, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but with how things were kind of dicey after the Cougar kill, it was worth the insurance for sure. Alright. It is now time to fish. So while we do that, put on a liter of water. Then we're going to smash this. Put these there. Good. Now let's begin. If we can add that on. Alright. Ooh, the aurora's starting, but that doesn't interest us too much at this point. That's what I like to see. Perfect. So what we're gonna do is cook this guy. And then while he's cooking, we're gonna harvest this guy for 7 bait. Good. Now, where are we at? That's good. And we want to stay hydrated so we don't lose any health because we want to recover up to full slowly. Put on some bait and fish for 6 hours. Look at that. Well worth it. Hey, that's a huge gold eye.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
We're gonna cook this bass. Actually, we'll cook this whitefish. And then we shall harvest this guy for 6 more bait. Go ahead and eat this. Drink that. Yeah, you don't get nearly as much lamp oil, but that's acceptable because we're not doing this for lamp oil, we're doing it for genuine food. So it's definitely more of a slower paced episode. But sometimes that's nice. After the chaos of last episode, we were very nomadic last episode. We went searching for that darn moose all over the entire region, and we couldn't find anything, but we did get the cougar, and we got the cougar hide. So that'll be great for the future when we want to go to far territories and have a fresh hide wrap. This is actually pretty good though because we're slowly building up stuff, but we're not having an obscene amount of food. Right, so it's not, we're not being wanton or anything like that. off we go. Are we sheltered? Not really. I think we can take these off. I think. And let's not even risk it.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, love to see it. Eat that. Alright, now let's cook up.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Let's cook up this bass and then let's sleep for an hour. Good. It's 2,000 calories right there. We're gonna cook up this guy. Sleep for an hour. The wind might be on us from how it sounds. No, just barely not. About 4,000 calories right there. Now let's cook.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We'll keep the bedroll down. Doesn't seem to be losing that much durability. And then we can start with the Cougar figure. Work on half-hour intervals. Okay, it's going this way, so let's stand in the corner. And it's died down. And again, it's not as efficient as if we had a regular fire out with two cooking slots, but this is fine. Alright. Then we have these two fish. So let's go ahead and throw this guy on. And then while that's happening, we'll smash this back open. Maybe we should sleep. Let's sleep for an hour. Okay, I don't think our friend the bear has caught wind of us. getting a lot of food here. So I think we'll keep these for here. I think we'll let this fire go down, actually, now that I think about it. Because we have, like, what? 4,000 calories or so. So, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, because then we want a nice day to go out. Oh, this is gonna go to waste though. Okay, maybe we'll stay out here another day. How much fuel do we have? Let's just fish till this is done. Because I don't want it to just go to waste, like it would if we just left now. Plus, we don't want this bait to just go get ruined.
Looks like I made it through another night. I think I need to lay down.
Full stomach. Very good. Okay, now here comes the fun part soon. Finish this up. Okay, and then got our whitefish here, whitefish there. So this is about, this is about like 6,000 calories though, so that's perfect for what we need. Let's get some more water. Let's put on 2 hours, and then sleep for 2 hours. Okay, pick that up. Got that. Now, is there anything we can cook? No. I guess this could be a good opportunity to have some reishi teas in the thermos. Ah, but these bait are gonna go to waste. Maybe not. We won't be out. We will actually be back here in a few days, so you know what? That is acceptable. Drop that. Okay, and we had all the cedar that we dropped off at the hut, or the house, a while ago. So let's grab this. I will take that just in case, but now the big thing is to take the food. It seems like a blizzard's whipping up.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
This isn't too bad. Let's take a torch. So this was only... No. Sorry, we do need to take this.
Too heavy.
Then we'll put one fish right here in exchange. I've been looking forward to this. This has been quite a project in the making. And it's gonna look so wonderful when we're done. We can actually run over here. It's not gonna matter if we're tired. We're gonna be in this cabin for several days, I think.
My fingers feel numb.
Plus, we're also getting our vitamin C up. That's always wonderful. Although we haven't even had an inkling of scurvy risk this whole playthrough, but always want to be on top of that before it becomes a major problem. Okay, excellent. Just like we left it. So let's go ahead, extinguish this. We're going to move this here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And then let's actually first update our journal. Remember, there was like 40 of these here. Yeah, and then we're probably going to be unable to move after this one. Whoa, where did the... Oh, we put some wood in the backpack, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now this... Yeah, we're barely able to move. Let's put it here for now. I want... Probably...
My energy is just disappearing.
Yeah, let's do that. And let's get this fish. And now let's try and get... Okay, so question, should we do the rustic or the tall shelves? I think... See, I was thinking the rustic shelves, but now that I'm looking at it... It might be best... Well, we'll stick with the original plan for now. I actually was not planning on there being an Aurora, but that's awesome. And deploy. Okay, now this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Fits right on the windowsill. Look at that. That's what we're looking at. We are blessed with that. Actually, no, we can just keep working. Who's to say that we can't just keep working? Okay, that's more than fine. Thank you, Aurora, for the weather you provided us. boots too. We do want to kind of min-max our water as well.
I'll die if I don't drink something soon.
I didn't bring over as much as I would have liked. Alright, time to finish this shelf up. And we're actually going to move this here, as off-putting as this looks. For now, I think. Yeah. Put this right there. I guess right there. Let's take that. Let's drop it. Oh, right. That's not appealing. Why don't we just put it right here? Oh wow. I didn't expect that. Huh. I actually kind of like it. For now, at least. That's assuming it doesn't, like, glitch out and fly through the ceiling when we exit the room, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, now let's take this shelf out. Okay, I'm actually seeing the vision here. So we might have 2 regular shelves and then 1 big tall shelf and then some decorative pillars right here. I'm seeing the vision now. Yeah. I'm liking it. Okay. So we're gonna have that. Let's get the rest of the cedar out. And then just do this. We were really blessed by that aurora last night. Can't believe it. That was really good. Really, really good. I was not expecting that.
I just need to close my eyes.
Okay, excellent. There's a blizzard outside and we don't have a care in the world.
I'm feeling so drained.
Beautiful feeling. Okay, so these might actually get in the way, unfortunately. But we'll worry about that when we worry about it. I want the cougar statues here anyways, so let's go ahead.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
And get these done. Yes. Oh wow, these are not... Well, no, these... We can stack multiple of these per... Yeah, let's just do this though, since the cougars will be much less numerous than the wolves. Yeah, then I think we can fit a 5th one there, so that'll be 15 for this one. In the bears, we can fit probably by 2s. And then the wolves will be this side. And then remember, if they add herbivores, yeah, that's good. If they add herbivores, we will have the other cabin be the memorial for them. Alright, let's start with the bears. Okay, here we are. I think we can fit 10 per shelf. Potentially. And remember, I don't know how frame intensive this is gonna be. Like the models, there's not too many vertices, but I doubt when they were making this, their use case was for hundreds of statues in a room. So just keep that in mind. Our frames might drop as we keep placing these. But this is what it's all about. And actually we can even spread this out. We were a bit too good at how we distributed these. It's like our little army. Little terracotta army. I don't believe terracotta was made out of wood, but it definitely resembles that to me at least. Put this right there. No, they must be aligned. It's imperative. They are. Yeah, there we go. They don't need to be atomic level of, although that'd be cool. Like in Don't Starve, they have like the mod, and then they actually added like official snapping support for structures, which was like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of tough. Look at that. That's actually pretty tough. I can't lie. But it would look better in black and white. Let's just bring these guys forward a little bit. That's the stuff. Look at that. You love to see it. And then we have this to base off of. Put this here. Yeah, I like it because this is also like hierarchy. The apex predator gets 1 row per level. The bear, still very dangerous, but not as much as the cougar, gets 2. And then the wolves, which are deadly, but can be handled if you know what you're doing. They shall be 3x3 if we can manage it. Hope this isn't too annoying listening to Will the entire time, but oh, nope, this shall not do. But that's good that they can, I'm pretty sure we can fit 3 at a time on here. Okay, this is pretty tough. Those are like our little army. That's awesome. Okay, let's... So we got those placed. Now the wolves are the big piece of the pie. So let's actually just go to bed so we don't have to listen to Will do this the whole time. Ah, there's an aurora. That's why I only slept 6 hours. Just in case. Yeah, this looks like this could be like an album cover, honestly. That's pretty cool. Right, and yes, I did take a screenshot of that. Alright, let's go ahead and craft this last one. I doubt we're gonna get the full 6. That's fine. Thank you for the time you gave us. Now, let's actually go ahead. Oh wow, that got dark quick. Never mind. We are not doing that in the dark. I don't want to burn lantern fuel. This was the whole plan. We're probably going to get cabin fever creeping up after a little bit. Oh my goodness, did I just... Okay, no, I had it, I think. I hope I didn't just screw us over. But let's go ahead and place these guys here, 5 at a time. Let's put the shelf closer to the wall. Okay, that's good. It's a little bit more centered. Yeah, I think these are good. It doesn't need to be atomic level, like I said. This is good. So now we're gonna put one. I don't know, this might be the most boring episode to some and the most thrilling to others. But I very much enjoy it. Okay, so this is gonna be... This can be doable. I know it can be doable. But it's gonna be a little bit more questionable in the back.
I'd better find some water.
But it is very much doable. Look at that. Look at that. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. Okay. Honestly, this is... Yeah, this is more room than I was expecting. Although, oh, no. There might be some cross issues. Maybe not. Now, I'd be very sad if we, like, step outside and walk back in and everything is just messed up. But if so, this will be proof that we had something beautiful here. Wow. No, there's... Oh, these are kind of angled, I just realized. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, that is looking wonderful. Put that here. We might have actually gotten a bit too space efficient. Potentially. You know what, that's fine. Let's put these two here.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
This is more important, Will. It's much more important. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. And this last one here. Okay. That's not gonna happen with just how it is. There we go. Look at that. Let's save the game. Yeah, look at that. 15, 45, 90. Lots more space there. 15. 30. And then we can combine that space as well. So that is good. Okay, just in time too, because now let's go ahead and finish this up. Hopefully we didn't mess ourselves up. I don't think we did. No. And the blizzards are like music to our ears. Nothing more comfy than being inside doing this and during horrible weather. I wish we could build our own fireplace right here. And then have like a hide chair right here. That would be incredible. So we're actually going to destroy this and keep that for now. Let's put this right there. We're actually going to keep this just for now. And then let's put 15 more statues right here. And so we begin again. Oh, what? Oh, they snap to a nearby box. That's cool. Okay, let's drop this. One. Two. Why is it like that? Three, 4, 5. But this is, you see, this is what happens when we do it this orientation. So we remember we're gonna have to put him further to the back. But that's actually, that is still more efficient though, because then we have the orientations already. Yeah, now we're getting into the swing of things. First time was just more of a proof of concept. This is getting better. Just a tiny bit back. Put that there. Excellent. Good. I keep forgetting the orientation. Okay, that's a bit much. Let's see if we can inch this back a little bit. There we go. I can already tell we're gonna have to put this one back just a little bit. All right. And so we continue. Again, I hope this is not boring for you guys. I very much enjoy it, but I understand that just watching it, and the commentary I have is mostly just repeated praises of how it looks. But I really like the idea of doing this because, one, it's more interesting than hibernation, and two, it is a good life lesson, right? It gives more weight to when we have to kill animals to survive. And that's really important. Because in this game currently, there's no such thing as extinction hunting or, you know, just... there's just no extinction hunting. They will always come back, even after hundreds of days, thousands of days. You'll never realize the consequences of needless hunting or excessive, you know, taking from the environment. So by doing this, it is a good lesson, and it puts more gravity on when and where we have to kill to survive. So otherwise, if we didn't, we could just, like, you know, it's part of the self-imposed rule sets we have. We have the set where we can no longer just destroy the same Cougar cloak to do that, because I mean really that shouldn't be a thing, and it gives us incentive, which we would have incentive to actually hunt down the Cougar. And I don't think that's wasteful, because like I said, the logic for being able to rip it up in the first place probably shouldn't be there. So I don't have issue. I don't think that is needless, because in the first place I don't think that should have been how they went with it, but I get that a lot of people don't like the Cougar.
I need to find something to drink.
I do wish it was more like it used to be, with like the super fragile but extremely deadly assassin versus the tank it is now, but yeah, it's just how it is. But yep, each statue here is a life that we have had to take. And of course the fish are just, I don't know, the fish are just insane with how many we've had to fish for fuel and to feed Sutherland and give him lamp oil so he can live. Whatever he likes to do with the car batteries. Okay, we have the 10 here. Okay, we're gonna put these 10 here, and then we're gonna craft one more when we wake up the next morning, I think. So hopefully you liked the lesson in, or I guess the philosophical lesson, and I really hope they release predator or prey animal statues. I really do. But don't think I've forgotten about the ptarmigans and the rabbits and the deer. Although I wouldn't even consider the moose. The moose isn't even a prey animal in my eyes. It's a herbivorous predator. Very territorial. Arguably even more dangerous than the carnivores, because think about it. This is the same in like with hippos, right? Hippos and lions, or even dinosaurs, like Brachiosaur and all that. The predator has to be very mindful about who they engage, because if they engage and they get hurt, they're gonna die. The carnivore can choose where they fight, and you know, nothing's really coming after them per se, except maybe other predators. But with a herbivore, they absolutely have to have a safe area to graze in and protect their young. So they're very territorial, and whereas a predator would probably realize it's not smart to risk it, the herbivore has to get you out of that area, right? So that's why I wouldn't even consider the moose a prey animal. It is a full-on deadly predator-esque herbivore. But now we have all of our statues here, except the last one. Let's craft this up.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's not fine, actually, but you know what? Let's... shoot. Oh no, we have the Reishi teas. You know what? That is not acceptable, actually, because we can just go fish again, which we will do. So let's do that. And we'll make plaques of the fish in here as well, I think. because with how the game stores it, there's just no way to quantify the fish. And that's just how it has to be sometimes. Actually, you know what? I don't want to take too much damage. What we're going to do is actually the unthinkable. We're going to have this lantern here. We're going to use
water.
20 minutes of fuel. Continue. Get this wolf statue. Place that. Alright, got that. But you see we would have lost like 20% more health, and I don't want to do that. So we have 15, 30, 45. This seems... Oh my goodness, we have the... Okay, you know what? We'll leave it for now. Let's go... Let's calculate how many we have first. 30, 45, 56, 71. Alright, let's get one last look at this. Just in case it gets obliterated when we leave the room, which I would be very sad if it did, but you know what? There we go. Let's head back out to the fishing hut. Maybe we should take more damage. You know what? I think that's acceptable, because I don't want to have to... I want all the time we spend on the lake to be actually fishing and not sleeping. So let's sleep for 6 hours. We're going to lose about 12%. And then let's just sleep for 2 more. Now, do not do this if you aren't going to go fishing or be recovering for several days. Do not do that. I think that's good. Everything seems to have held out well. Alright, let's go. They said we lost about 20% from that. We timed that like very well. There's only 1 fish left. We have I think that's a good point to stop for now with the statue placing. I very much enjoy it, but this is also a shared experience, and I don't want you guys to have to watch that for just the whole episode. Then again, we're fishing again, which is somewhat monotonous in of itself, but it is a break in the monotony for a different task. So who knows, maybe when we get back to camp office, the moose will have showed up by then. I highly doubt it, but they do like to switch locations after a period of days.
Can't feel my feet.
I've pretty much given up all hope for the... yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't know how long it would last.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
You're fine, Will. We might not be fine. No, we're fine. Okay, 8 fur is about a day of fuel with the cold bonus. With being outside, so...
Come on.
That should be good. Oh, and we have 4 coal. If it comes down to it. Maybe we should... Oh, no. It's just... I know you're probably screaming at me. Drink your water. I will. I will. You know the drill. Oh, we are not warm enough. Wow, we are not warm enough. That would have been a disaster if we started fishing and I wasn't paying attention, now wouldn't it have? Okay. Lesson learned. We're maybe a bit too light. But you see, we're gaining our health back. That's a great start. Love it. Now, lake fish and smallmouth bass actually give the same amount of fuel per kilogram. It's just that the bass are larger, so they look like they give more fuel. It's the same thing with a rainbow trout and the salmon. The ratios are the same, the sizes are vastly different. No. There's no point. Let's just, drink this. I should have brought cloth with us. That was a rookie mistake. And let us continue. But even still, that was about 1/10 of a liter right there. So it is still lucrative, but just not nearly as much as with salmon. And of course, if we wanted to min-max, we would be using tip-ups as well, but ooh, that's a giant bass. Hello.
Feels like night is coming. Something's gotta go.
Okay, let's cook that. And let's chop up probably this guy. Maybe this guy. Yeah, I was gonna say we might actually need to put more fuel on.
I could use a drink.
Perfect. Alright. Okay, we should be good. We should be good, but we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, 555.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
The wind's still blowing off of us. Just wanted to make sure. Still is chill once again. That's a giant one. Much more numerous this time with the fish. Ah, we are, yeah. Let's, just down.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know, I know. We're getting the heaviest fish fried first. Yeah, that's still a massive amount of fuel. Just because they weigh so much. That was about 0.14. That would have been about probably 0.23 for salmon. That just shows the magnitude of the difference.
I would drink almost anything about now.
I think these are enough fish, to be honest with you. So let's just go to sleep for another hour. Excellent.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, massive fish. Let's go ahead and cook the bass first. Yeah, if only we had a cedar piece. But we've done more than enough already. So let's go ahead and drop the hammer again. Keep the emergency match. Ah, this would work. Something to do. Of course, if we had cloth, then we would just craft and repair, but yeah, that's unfortunate. You might always want to put some cloth out here in the fishing hut if you use it a lot, just for stuff, situations like these. Yeah, I think we're just gonna watch paint dry. I don't think we're ever gonna find the Spelunker's lantern. It's just how it goes sometimes. What is he doing? Having a seizure? Are you okay? Okay. Very strange creature. But we continue. Perfect. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. Let's go ahead and put Trawa down. And with our luck, the moose is going to be there, and he's going to be guarding the door. Yeah, but that's perfect. Okay, we've got that. We've got water. We're going to put the fur out here. Same with these. And then we have the hammer. We got our tools back. Yes. Okay, let's go. Are you okay? Okay. You have a good day now. I'm telling you, he'd better not be there. Good. I would have been rattled if he was there. Again, the idea that this food could just sit out here without being snagged by predators is questionable, but that's just how the game's always
making
been.
My head feel thick.
So we shall not question it. Alright. I want to see if we're out here.
Goddamn freezing.
Good, good. I would have been sad if he was here. I'm just gonna polish off the cougar meat. All nice and warm again. Alright. I think we're just gonna craft statues, to be honest. If we even have any cedar left, which is a big if. Let's go ahead, pick that up. We're gonna put this here. We need a corner to designate stuff for the far territories, actually. Let's put that here. I want to take these whetstones to the far territories. And what are our nodes looking like? Okay, we have that. I think we actually brought this to the cave. So we need 20 cedar for the 2 giant shelves, or tall shelves. Somebody is racing their car outside. I can hear that.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Oh, we're out of cedar. Wow, we are out of cedar. Wow, they're really going at it. Okay. Well, that means it's repairing time, so we're gonna repair these. So that's 3 cloth. 5 cloth. I think we can just get away with these. Oh wow. Did we repair these? If we didn't repair these, that means the cougar took a big bite out of them. But we're gonna repair these 5 items. I kinda wanna keep this just for remembrance. And we're going to step outside. Because remember, we were in there for like 3 days straight in the cabin. Yeah, we don't want to lose too much health. Again, min-maxing to this level is not necessary. It's just old Interloper habits die hard. Sewing kits were never renewable before the trader. So, always use fishing hooks. But you can see it's much more pronounced for the longer times. Now let's go ahead and repair this.
I think I need to lay down.
Can we get the 1% fishing tackle? Hey, we did. 3%, that's perfectly fine. Alright. Mr. Moose, you know better than not to be here, so let's just tire ourselves out. Ooh, I don't want to do that.
Need a drink.
Again, branches like these, they're really good to break down. I mean, really. Out in the forest, out and about, probably not so much, but right here, this is like just basically 12 free sticks that we can't add. But that's fine. And tire ourselves out a bit. I think we're going to end the episode here, actually. It's going to be a bit of a more therapeutic episode. Just relaxing, you know, after the cougar fight. Go ahead and eat this. And for the sake of our survivor, hopefully an aurora does not happen. So we can get nice, uninterrupted sleep, because I would imagine the aurora would be pretty distracting. I would be mad if I wanted a full night's sleep and the aurora came up and kicked everything on. So, let's go to bed. Good night, Teddy. And the aurora kicked on immediately. We just can't catch a break, can we, buddy? Well, let's go back to bed. Alright. There we have it. Start of a brand new day. What day is it? Day 378. Very good. Where are we at on our stats? Over 1 million calories expended. Now this was back in the day when Interloper was like a massive, massive drain. It was absurdly so. Absurdly so. Let's see. What did we spend the most days in? I believe that, yeah. Yeah, we've eaten over 1,000 pounds of meat. It's kind of crazy. Okay, that's a lot. I didn't know I would done that many, but hypothermia, blood loss, no scurvy. Yeah, we actually haven't gotten cabin fever. That's surprising. Yep, 104 photos. We have a trade. But yes, as I was saying, I have that. Then we're getting close on mending 5. Maybe by day 500. But that's where we're at. So it's the start of a beautiful new day. For now, we're going to end the episode here though. Made a lot of good progress. The Predator Memorial Project is coming together beautifully. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Definitely more of a slower one. Next episode, it's going to be a bit more interesting, I hope. But for now, we're just going to leave it here. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.